So having just got these irons out of the box, I'm going to apologise already because these look absolutely awesome. The new Srixon ZX5 and ZX7 irons. Let's do it. And let's do it now. I like going. Go. Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. First things first, I would like to warmly welcome you all to this YouTube channel. If you are new to this YouTube channel, guys, please take 2 seconds and hit that subscribe button below. And if you are not new to this YouTube channel, thank you so much for the continued support. Leave this video a like if you do enjoy it, because today we are talking Srixon ZX5. How good do they look? Irons. The how good do they look isn't in there, but I feel it should be. So we're going to play the first handful of holes here at Whalley Park Golf Club, and we're going to go off the back tees, if I can get a ball out, and use a trusty little broken tee peg, which means one thing: irons only. Guys, get in the comments below, what am I going to shoot? What am I going to score? And as I said, well, a handful of times now, these look, to be honest, look like the perfect blend of a little bit of chunkiness, but sleek and sexy. A little bit like me. Oh dear. Alright, come on. And as first shots with clubs go, that was delightful. Oh, and we've still got the tee peg. Yes, please. So you see guys, you may not see videos on all the YouTube channels of the Srixon ZX5 irons. That's not because I have any daft exclusive or anything like that. It's just because, are they a cool name? Are they a cool club? Are they a club that's going to rival Titleist, TaylorMade, Callaway, Mizuno for record iron sales in 2021? Maybe not, but what I will say is, if first impressions are anything to go by looks and first shots, doing quite well. And just like all my reviews, we will get into the technology in these clubs. But I don't think that's the real story. I think the real story is how Srixon have managed to make an iron that looks so good, so sleek, so players-like, yet so forgiving looking. It's like the best of both worlds. How far have we got? I'm getting ahead of myself. 144 yards. So I'm going to hit, we're a little bit downwind, so I'm going to hit a pitching wedge. These aren't too strong lofted, they are quite, what's the word? Quite traditionally lofted, which is something which I think a better player would want. And they're not hollow bodied either, they are a full forged construction, which is why you get that shot that I got off the first, which felt beautiful. I was going to say a different word then, but I'm going to stay clear of that. That'll be good. Be good. Go. Oh, yes please. Yes please. I'm even gonna give that a bit of a clean. Try and keep them as good looking. So there you go. World exclusive. Robbo Cleans clubs. So guys, you will see here in the bag that I do have a blended set of Srixon ZX5 and ZX7 irons. I have the ZX7 irons in the long irons and ZX5 irons in the short irons. So this is a blended set which I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in. The ZX7s being the slightly bigger, slightly more offset, slightly more forgiving clubs, and the ZX5 being the exact opposite of everything I've just said. So I think something which brands often get wrong is they'll make a club that's forgiving but it looks big and clumsy, or they'll make a club that's sexy but it's like impossible to hit. And this isn't the case with these. These could, probably should find their way into a bag like someone like me who wants a golf club that is sexy or beautiful or good looking and sleek, but they're not going to bite your hand off if you don't quite catch them right. That was a pitching wedge from 144 yards. I didn't quite catch it. I'd say it was about an 8 out of 10. For me, a 10 out of 10 is a rarity, but I don't want to be penalised for an 8 out of 10, which is not a rarity. Right. Go. That is such a soft birdie attempt. So tech in these Srixon ZX irons, we do have a VT sole, or a Tour VT sole, as you can see here. That's designed for better turf interaction even if you do clip the ground beforehand, which has perfect for someone who duffs it like me. We also have a multi-piece construction, so although it is a forged club and you do get all the benefits of a forged feel and a nice soft crisp sound when you hit it, the longer irons do feature a tungsten weight in the toe, as you can see here, for higher MOI, whilst forged carbon 1020 steel absorbs any vibrations. Right, we're going to go 5-iron again. 5-iron is the longest club we've got today. I'm not sure if that's Srixon telling me something or not, but we'll go 5-iron. The irons also feature progressive grooves and a mainframe on the back of each iron face to maximise COR for ball speed and more distance on every shot. There you go. So let's see if we'll need it now. Try and play a bit of a lower one. Oh yeah. Oh, perfect. I was going to say something then, but... So now that's all the tech out of the way, the boring stuff, let's get back to how they look, because I think Srixon have pulled an absolute blinder in making a cavity back that doesn't really look like a cavity back, and making a top line that doesn't really look that thick, and making a blade length that doesn't really look that long, but they are, and they're forgiving. Again, that was like a 6-7 out of 10. I did try and play that low and it didn't go low, it went high. So that could be an issue, but we'll test that again. But then that is another fairway hit, and that's gone a long way. And it was a 5-iron. I know it was only a 5-iron, but it's gone straight, and I can snap hook 5-irons, don't get me wrong. But an offset, I'm actually quite pleased at the amount of offset you do get, or the lack of offset you do get. It does look like a player's iron down at the ball. Just like a little bit of a chunkier one. No. We're going to go 9 iron here. We've got about 150. There's someone behind, so we're not going to take too long. And there's a lovely slope if I go a little bit long, so that should bring the ball back down. Let's see if we can work a cut in here. As you do start to get into the mid irons, 9 iron, 8 iron, 7 iron, they look fantastic, they really do. Just cut. Just cut. Ooh. I think we're okay. So yeah, you remember that slope I was telling you about? It didn't, yeah, it stayed up there. Oh, James, golf. I mean, does anyone want to tell me how that stays there? No, I don't think so either. And I always wonder if people want to see me actually put out when I'm testing golf clubs, but we will, because why not? Jesus. Alright, Phil. Now break the other way. Oh, what a putt that is, by the way. What a putt that is. Would an iron that was spinning more have taken a little bit more down that slope? That's always a question which, when we talk in backspin with irons, yes, it makes a difference to the ball flight and the trajectory and things like that, but does it make a difference to how the ball lands, and potentially in scenarios like that comes back, goes forward, or stays still? Right, we're going to miss out the par 3 because we're having a bit of work done to the green, and we're going to play 2 more holes, both par 4s, and both just about the perfect length for an iron off the tee, and then hopefully a nice mid iron tucked into a flag and birdie them both. So before we're going to go 5-iron again. I'm going to see how close. You'll not be able to see this, guys, but there is a black and white post in the middle of the fairway for a kind of target line, and it's about the right distance. It's probably about 200 yards away, so with this 5-iron that should be there or thereabouts, and we're going to see how close we can get to it. A little bit of a game within a game, I think that's called. I will put a target on screen for you where this is and how close we're going to be. We're basically going to treat it almost like a par 3. That's gone so high, but it's on line. Very, very, very high. And you see, that is a little bit of a worry for me, because I do like versatility within irons, and we are into a bit of a wind here. That 5-iron, I mean, you'll see that it's fairly close to the pole. It's not bad. It would probably be just short of a green if it was a par 3 like I said we were playing. but it's crucified it up in the air. So is that something I'd be comfortable with gaming if, say, you go and play a links course or just played somewhere like this on a very windy day? I don't know. So as you can see, not bad, but not certainly not amazing. I mean, it's not a long hole, so it's not actually caused us that much of an issue. Let's see if I can play in a really low shot. We've got about 120 yards. I'm going to try and play a real punchy 9-iron and control the flight, keep that flight down, because versatility is so important to me that without that, these beautiful sexy irons that I've been harping on about are pretty useless. So not bad, it's gone left though. Not great. And that one actually felt a little bit firmer as well, which obviously it wasn't a full swing, so it didn't have the speed to compress the ball into the face, but I don't know, the more versatility is the word that's up here at the moment. So as you can see, a little bit long and a little bit left. Obviously that will have landed and released, because the greens are playing pretty firm at the moment. We'll not put the flag on there. In fact, it's my video, and we're going to test them for chipping as well. Little bump and run 8-iron, I think. Let's see what they feel like around the green. Because it'd be a pretty boring iron test if we just kept clipping them onto the greens and not really testing them. Got a glove on for this. Who would play a bump and run 8-iron here, by the way? I don't think I would. Says that could go in. Go! Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, it's done everything I wanted it to there. It felt pretty soft. It came out nicely. It didn't fire away like some hollow body irons do. And that is going to be a pretty makeshift 4. One left. Now I've got to say, one of the biggest pros of these clubs is, someone's got a loud exhaust, is the look of them. And every time I put them back in the bag, I think yes, 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 and especially yes with you. We've got a video coming with you. So I must say that I think having hit 5-iron off most tees in the ZX7, for me, I think I probably would be looking at ZX5 in all of the clubs, because all I've been speaking about in this video is versatility. And for me, if I had that versatility of the smaller irons throughout the set, I think that would work a lot better for me than having the bigger irons in the long irons. All the way back. Now this is my favourite hole on the golf course, and it's absolutely killing me to only hit an iron on here, but in the interests of you guys and in the interests of science, could you say, I guess, we'll go with it. The more I hit these, the more I think they're perfect for someone, just not for me. Let's try and keep it down again. See, it's a good club. No doubt they're good clubs. Feel great. And it does just make me wonder a little bit. Maybe I'm just spoiled in using the Mizunos that I've been using for quite some time. In my iron history is very heavy Mizuno, and before that Titleist MBs for years and years and years. So even using the JPX 912 Tours at the minute, or using the MP32s which I've just bought from Australia, which feel incredible. Like, these feel good, but the MP32s are different leaf, different level, different gravy, without trying to sound like Eddie Hearn. But I guess we're back to where I kind of started this video at. I want the workability, I want the versatility, but I want the forgiveness. You can't have everything. So I guess in a nutshell, if you are willing to give up, in my opinion, that little bit of workability, that little bit of versatility in the ball flights, I mean, let's be fair, I've not missed a fairway and I've not missed a green, apart from when we kicked it. And it doesn't get much more central than that. And yes, I know it's only a 5-iron, but as previously stated, I can snap hook a 5-iron, no problem. It's happened a lot. And actually, I forgot, but if we would have snap hooked this one, it was the perfect distance for the reeds and the frogs and the fish. So, not a lot of run out there. Right, I think this is a big shot in the context of the video. We're level par, sort of. Can we get under par? Can we put this close from what's probably going to be a 7-iron distance, I would imagine? Kind of 165-ish. I feel like the distances are pretty good. I think they're going where I would expect them to go for irons of these lofts. 7.3. Still going to hit a 7 because it feels like a 7. But the numbers aren't telling me that, but I think a good one of these when we're there. So I have been speaking to you in this video about the lofts of these irons and been saying they're fairly traditional. I've just realised I haven't actually told you the lofts. So they're on screen here. You can see that the 4-iron's 22, 5-iron 24, 7-iron 31, 9-iron 39, and the pitching wedge is 44. So they're not traditional, but they're not, what's the word? Tailor-made-y? I don't know. It's probably a bit of a dig at tailor-made, but I didn't mean it to be, you know what I mean. I think that's so bad. I bet that's going to be alright as well. No. So apparently, if you strike out of there, doesn't help you that much. I'm going to go one more because I'm really disappointed in myself there. That was a rubbish swing. Come on. It's made front bunker, so it's done okay for distance. There we go. Balance is all over the place. Let me get right a bit. Oh, short as well, so I don't take it back. There we go. So getting up to the green here, and you can see that we've got one just short left, and the first shot's actually in the bunker. I'm starting to feel the breeze a little bit. I was going to say a wind, but it's certainly not a wind, it is just a light breeze. And these shots have both gone pretty much the same distance, albeit different ball flights, but that one was a nice strike and that one was a horrible thin low one. So you are getting an element of forgiveness, you're just not necessarily going to hit it 174 yards, James, with a 7-iron, because that's ridiculous. They've both probably gone 165, which is my 7-iron yardage, but we'll play the first one and try and rescue something. And on that note, guys, thank you so much. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed that. If I was going to have to rate them, I've started rating things and I've got no idea why, but out of 10, probably a 6. I think a fair 6. I think looks-wise, they're a 9 out of 10 all day long. Feel-wise, they're a solid 7 out of 10. Just that versatility for me, which I think's let it down a little bit. Albeit I've not played my best today, it could be down to me as well. It most probably is. But guys, if you have enjoyed that, please make sure you smash that subscribe button below, leave us a like and comment below. Let me know what you think. Apart from that, I'll look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye! You didn't think I was going to not let you see if I made par, did you? Guys, if you're still here, comment below, I'm still here, and let me know. I love guys who stay till the end. Love it! And that's why you stay... Oh, I'm short. Oh. That's why you stayed to the end, for a bogey.